fathers. Jason Sipple here. This channel's quest is to empower you financially, to teach you how everything in your life, all your dreams, all your hopes, all your aspirations, and the fears that you have been groomed to take on, all of the sensationalism out there that is causing you to feel like you can't be financially successful, that money is over there. And as long as someone else that knows more about it is controlling it in your mind, you think that that is going to lead to freedom one day, someday, hoping, pinching pennies, scrimping and saving, because you think if you follow the plan that is put in place for us, the literacy that we're taught, one day you're going to have what you want. And what you want is more. I can read your mind right now. I can see that you want more. You want more money, and you want it in less time. You want more time freedom, and maybe you want a little bit more magic in your life, something fun, more experiences, because that's what life is. At the end of our life, we're not going to sit there and talk about with our kids how we worked so hard and we created all this amazing things. No, we're going to remember the little things. We're going to remember the garbage moments with our kids and then our grandkids and so on and so forth. So founding fathers, we're here to disrupt financial literacy. We're here to inspire and educate fathers all across this great country, the greatest country in the world. And on this channel, I am dedicated to teaching you the simple truths that I've been learning from some of America's greatest thinkers in the space of infinite banking. Because together, we can make a change. We can have a financial revolution that's a personal revolution, but it starts with you being comfortable being uncomfortable, taking on something new and learning that how by just changing one thing, where does your surplus money, your savings, your extra money, your lazy money go first? Where does it go first? And I'm going to show you how in this profound exercise today, in just 30 minutes, you're going to be 90% closer to your big ultimate dream. So strap in, like the channel, subscribe for future content, go to jasonsipple.com to learn more, and together we're going to create a better financial future, a more secure future for you and your family. Today, we're not here talking about change. We're talking about a financial revolution with infinite banking being your secret weapon. In today's exercise, we're going to show you how, coupled with the infinite banking concept and this profound exercise, we're going to change your life and have you 90% closer to your dreams in just 30 minutes. What do you have to lose in just 30 minutes? So fasten your seatbelts. Let's ignite your financial transformation. 5 steps to freedom. I'm going to outline a simple process for you, a simple yet profound exercise. And in just 5 steps, we're going to start by changing our state. Think about this. You have over 60,000 thoughts a day. With those thoughts, a lot of them aren't really serving you. They're thoughts that are just coming in randomly to protect you, or things from your past or from the future that you're worried about. And you're not in the present. So I want to show you how we can disrupt that pattern by just doing a few simple things with our body. And there's a few simple different ways we can show you how to do that, which we will before we start this exercise. But we're going to go through today your 10-year vision. What's that fuzzy vision, that big dream look like, and who do you need to become? And then we're going to pull that back to your 3-year picture. With that picture, that is just a little bit closer, but still a little bit fuzzy on where you're going with your life. But we want to make sure we have a direction, because think about this. If you're leaving port and you're a ship and the captain of the ship and you don't know where you're going, you will never arrive. And so this is going to bring you 90% closer to your dream by going through this profound exercise today. Then we're going to bring it back to your 1-year plan, way clearer. And often people are going to overestimate what they can do in a year and underestimate what they can do in 5 to 10. But you can change your life by knowing where you're going and getting as clear as possible. And then we're going to set that up and go through the 90-day process. And that is your stepping stones, your building blocks to hitting that large 10-year fuzzy vision that we all want, because we all want the same thing. You're here because you want more. Factually, you want more. You want more money, or maybe you want more time with your family, with your friends, or maybe you just want more magic. And magic is just the experience, the emotions, the fun, the joy, the love, right? We want that. We want more. We're like William Wallace in Braveheart with our faces painted blue as founding fathers. We want freedom. That is what we're here to teach you guys, is teach you how by just changing a couple things, changing one thing financially, but a couple things with where your mind is today. Let's disrupt that together and let's go through this profound exercise in the next few minutes. So there's a few ways to change your state. And Founding Fathers is here to inspire and educate all fathers and their families to avoid financial failure, to live their legacy, and to make a positive impact on their community. And in this exercise, we're going to go through and I'm going to show you a few different ways to change your state. You can do that by just with a structure, right? Our foundation, our body. It's simple. All we got to do is move our body. Remember, think of how you feel when you exercise. Think of the hormones that you release and that how great you feel afterwards. Or we can do it through breath work, which is what we're going to do together here today. Or maybe it's your favorite music. Imagine you're jamming out in your car and you're singing at the top of your lungs and you love that song. You love it and you're singing. You're not worried that you can't sing. You can't carry a tune in a bucket if you're me, but you're sitting there thinking, oh my God, I feel so good. I love this jam. It brings me back to a moment in time. I can see it. I can smell it. I can be there. It's the same for our future. We have to put ourselves there and see it and smell it and touch it. And that's what we're going to do with this exercise. So in a moment, we're going to do some fire breaths. We're going to do 3 sets of 10. We're going to breathe in hard through our nose and out hard through our nose, 3 sets of 10. And then from there, we're going to do a quick exercise to go into our hearts. We want to take ourselves out of our heads and put ourselves into our hearts. Because why? When we're in our heads, we are dead. So we want to be in our hearts when we go through this exercise. So first set of dragon breaths, get ready. We're going to do this together. So it might feel a little weird, but nobody's watching you. So play full out. Ready, set, number 1. Here we go. Awesome. Now you probably feel a little bit different already. Right? You probably feel a little bit of tingling, and that's normal. Probably feel a little lighter, a little looser. Let's do step number 2 together. Now, ready? Awesome job. Now, hopefully you have tissues if you've blown some of that snot out, but you're feeling better. Let yourself feel whatever it is that you're feeling. And we're going to do another set together here momentarily. On your marks, get set, set number 3. Awesome job. Now, you probably feel a little bit different. You probably feel a little tingling in your body, and that's normal. Just let yourself feel that. And now I want you to think of a moment. We're going to have 3 moments. Grab 3 moments from either the past, the immediate past, or maybe back when we were kids. Think of something you can be grateful for. Go to that moment and really feel it. What does it feel like? Who do you see? Put your hand on your heart maybe. Where are you at this moment? You're doing a great job. Just go ahead and grab that moment, go into gratitude, think about a moment that you can be grateful for. I can think about when my youngest son was born, and this is mom screaming, I can't do it anymore. It's like, baby, I think you have to. I can see his head. Push. Grab that moment, feel that moment. Another few seconds in this moment, and we're going to go to a second moment. Maybe something you accomplished at work, maybe a race that you did, something that you can be really proud of yourself for. Go ahead and grab that moment. What's it feel like? What were you doing? Where were you? What song was playing? And go ahead, feel that emotion, feel that moment, be grateful for it. Life is always happening for us, not to us. So go ahead and have gratitude in that moment. It's your moment. No one can take that from you. Feel that moment. You're doing awesome. We're going to go through this together. We're going to do one more. So reach out, grab that last moment, and really see yourself accomplishing that goal. See yourself getting the thing that you wanted. See yourself arriving to a place that you dreamed of going, something on your bucket list. What does that last moment feel like? What is that last thing that you're grateful for? Now, there's many, but we're just going to grab 3 today to really change our state so we can start with a fresh slate and go through this profound exercise together. You're doing awesome. Just keep going. What does that feel like? Where are you? Who are you with? Who's around you? What are you wearing? Those are some of the questions you could ask yourself. All right, now we're going to move on. We're going to go to our 10-year vision. So I want you to grab a notebook, grab a pen and paper, and after this, you're going to be closer to your big ultimate dream. So grab your notebook, write 10-year vision on your notebook, and as we start, I'm going to give you some prompts, but you're going to have 3 minutes. You're going to have 3 minutes to write down everything that you want in the next 10 years. So on your marks, get set, and go. Who do you need to become for your 10-year vision? What skills do you need to learn to develop? Who's around you? Where do you live? What have you done? Maybe you're asking yourself questions like, did I live? Did I love? Did I matter? This vision has to be compelling. It has to pull you towards that future. If you can imagine it right now, if you can already know how you're going to get there, the dream's not big enough. Allow yourself, give yourself permission. A change in my life is when I realized, when I stopped striving to achieve so I could be accepted and understood that God already accepts us as we are today. You have all the tools. You were made in the divine, in the image of the divine. So give yourself permission, dream. Go out and achieve and dream what you want to, because life's about giving. Life's about creating. Life is something that we have to keep doing. We have to keep getting better every single day. That's what makes it fun. You guys are doing awesome. About a minute, a little over a minute and a half to go. Just keep writing. Write everything. Write as fast as you can. Whether you're a righty or a lefty, keep writing. Write down what you want. Where did you go? Who have you become? What new skills do you have? What skills that you've wanted to learn, but you've just been putting them off? What have you gone out and found that mentor that's taught you what that next thing is going to look like? Right? Success leaves clues. There's people out there that have already done what you want to do, whether it's writing a book, whether it's learning how to play an instrument, whether it's starting a new company, whether it's buying a second home, or maybe it's just taking your family on a trip because you haven't been able to do that financially or time-wise because of the stories you're telling yourself. Remember, we're here to disrupt that pattern. We're here to show you a paradigm shift. 49 seconds left. You guys are doing awesome. Be excited for yourself. Another 40 seconds. No pausing, just keep writing. Where are you? Where do you live? Maybe you went from living in the south to living someplace cold, or vice versa. Maybe you moved from the cold down to the beach, down to where it's always sunny. Maybe you just changed your latitude so you can change your attitude. Another 7 seconds. 2, 1, pens and papers down. Awesome job. Just think, you are 25% closer to your dream and to financial freedom. You know, founding fathers and myself are here to help you reach your big ultimate dream, because I know that you are incredible. I know that you have so much untapped potential, and given yourself this gift, congratulations. So let's move on. Let's go to the next page. You're going to write down your 3-year vision or your 3-year picture, right? Grab your pen, your paper, get your writing utensil, and when I say 3, 2, 1, we're going to start that next 3 minutes. 3, 2, 1, and begin. Who do you need to become? Remember, this is going to be a little bit clearer than that 10-year vision. Who do you need to become? What skills do you need to learn and develop? Who's around you? Where do you live? What have you done? Has your business scaled 10x? Have you started a new business? What business have you started? What's a thing that doesn't feel like work that you really love? What's a thing that maybe someone told you that you couldn't do because you didn't have the talent? Or your boss has maybe told you something that's just not true. It's time for you to really see and set your future and put that in motion. You're doing awesome. Just keep writing. Another 2 minutes to go. Let yourself dream. You can want what you want without having to tell anybody why you want it. You want $1 million? Put $1 million down. You want $10 million, $1 billion, whatever it is that you want, it's okay to want. Okay to want. You don't have to justify anything. Maybe you want to drive a sports car. Maybe you want to get yourself a big truck. Maybe you want to get an electric car. Who knows? If you're in the cold, you probably don't want to do that, but who knows? Just let yourself dream. It's your dream. This is your life. Let's create the best life together. Let's create that foundation for your future. Another minute to go. You are incredible. Excellent job. Man, what a legend. Keep writing. You're doing awesome. Can you write more than someone else that's writing this right now? Go outperform them. Remember, life's a game. Have some fun with it. Another 47 seconds. "30 more seconds. Keep writing. How many more things can you write? How many more adventures can you put? How many more skills have you developed? How many more partnerships have you created? Remember, it's interdependence. We want to build communities together. That's what Founding Fathers is all about. Another 10 seconds. There it is. And time. Awesome job. Awesome job. Now shake it out. There you go. Roll our shoulders forward 3 times, back 3 times. Awesome job. Awesome job. Now just think, you're 50% closer than you were at the beginning of this training. 50% of the way to your dream. So next, we're going to go right down to your next page, 1-year plan. This is your plan for the next year, the next 365 days. Where are you going? You need to know. Remember, if you don't have a destination, you will never get there. You're not even on the path yet until you give yourself permission. So now that we've shaken it out, this is going to be a lot clearer than that 10-year vision, the 3-year picture. I'm going to say 3, 2, 1, and we're going to start the next 3 minutes. Ready, set, and go. Where do you want to grow this year? What's most important to you? Is it financial? You need to have more money? Is it spiritual? Maybe your relationship with the Creator or whoever you believe in. Is it business? New business partners, a new business you want to start. Maybe you have several businesses. Relationships. Who do you want to build a better relationship with? Maybe it's your spouse, your significant other. Maybe it's your kids. Maybe it's your parents. Maybe it's your friends or your community. Maybe physically you want to get better. Maybe you want to lose weight, or you want to put on some muscle, or you want to get more flexible. Or maybe emotionally, you want to get more sturdy. You want to be more emotionally available. You want to be emotionally tougher and more disciplined, understanding that most of the thoughts that we come in to our mind are from fear, right? Our two fears, fear of failure, fear of rejection. Remember, we keep it simple here in Founding Fathers. So keep writing, you're doing awesome. What's the top 3 goals for this year? Be crystal clear. If it's to make more money, how much money? And see that in your mind. What skills are you going to develop this year? Right now, we're developing a skill for me, right here, right now. Training for you to teach you how you can start your journey to financial freedom by knowing first where you're going. Because without knowing, again, where you're going, how are you going to get there? And we want to pull that back to this 1-year plan. What new habits will you try? What habits will you let go? What new routines will you set up to raise your standards? What have you done differently than you're used to doing? Another minute to go. Time is flying. Keep writing. You're doing awesome. Keep going. Keep writing. See if you can write another 15 things in the next 40 seconds. What have you bought for yourself? What have you bought for others? Where have you taken yourself? Where have you taken your family? What adventures did you go on? Who have you impacted? Who have you given to? Whose life that was less fortunate have you made a difference in? Another 20 seconds. Four, 3, 2, 1, and time. Awesome job. Shake it out again. Maybe shake your wrist out a little bit, shake your hands out. We're going to go through the 90-day process. After this, you'll be 90% closer to your big dream and how you're going to build that through with infinite banking. So let's go and get a little bit clearer on the next 90 days. And how many, pop quiz, remember, nothing's going to be difficult. Pop quiz, how many 90-day processes do you have within a year? That's right, 4. You have 4. So this is something that you're going to be able to measure and monitor to see your progress. Because without measuring and monitoring, well, we can't improve anything. We need to know where we're at. We need to be honest with ourselves, because all progress begins by telling ourselves the truth. So let's go ahead. The last set is right now. And here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and start writing. Some other prompts for you. What are the results that are expected of me? What are the results that I expect of myself as I'm raising my standards? Why am I in payroll? Even if it's your company, what is the most significant thing that you can be doing to improve your company, to improve the impact in those that you serve, whether it's a service or a good? Who will you let go of? What will you let go of? What bad habits do you have today that you know aren't serving you? What people in your life are no longer serving your growth and your mission? It's okay to have them in your life, but not consistently. You want to make sure that you're around like-minded people, like-energy people, people that are looking to help you be better. Who needs you to show up? Who are you fighting for? Other than yourself, who are you fighting for? Maybe it's your kids. Maybe it's nieces and nephews. Maybe it's people in your mastermind. Maybe it's people at your work. Maybe it's your employees. Maybe it's someone that you're mentoring. Who are you fighting for? What do you need to become in the next 90 days? You have another minute and a half. You're doing incredible. So just keep going. Keep writing. Write as much as you can. I know your hand's getting tired. It's okay. You're almost there. Just think, in 12 minutes, you are changing your life forever. Forever. That's got to be something. That's got to be exciting. Another minute to go. How much more can you write? Engage all your senses. What's it feel like, smell like, taste like? What's it look like? What do you hear? Who's around you? Another 30 seconds. Finish strong. Don't let up now. You write another 5 things. You got another 10 seconds. Awesome job. And time. Put your pens and paper down. You have completed your 10-year vision, your 3-year picture, your 1-year plan, your 90-day process. Congratulations, you are 95% closer to your future and 95% closer than the majority of people. Remember, you are one of the few. You are the 5% because you're here. You're here. The laws of nature, as I keep talking about, require movement. They require growth. Think about the blood in your veins. If your blood isn't moving, are you living? Think about the water you drink. You're not going to drink water from a stagnant pool, are you? No, you're going to make sure that the water is fresh and it's flowing from a spring. Or think about your money. You want to keep the money in motion. That is how money grows. Money is just an exchange of energy, just a means of exchange. We haven't talked about what money really is today, but that's all it is. And we're going to show you how you can take what you just created for yourself, and by changing just one thing, where does your money go first? How do you respect yourself first? That you can change your financial future. So let's first, before we go into that, before we jump into how you can use the infinite banking concept to change your future, I'm going to give you a couple warnings. Remember, we don't want to set our goals too low. If we set our goals too low, well, then we're not expecting enough from ourselves. It's not putting us in a place where you have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. That's just doing more of what you're doing now. And that's okay. You can do that. No one's going to judge you for it. But I know you're here. You're some of the 5% because you want more. Don't compromise. Warning number 2, don't compromise. It matters how you get to your dream. I think of this all the time when we're having dinner. Over our dinner table was a big silver Last Supper. When I look up there, I just think of how much fun that must have been. Like how much fun and joy and love was at that table, right? With Jesus and all of his disciples. And just knowing that he knew one had already betrayed him. And for what? For a bag of silver. Yes, in today's equivalent, it was a lot of money. It was a lot of riches. But for the rest of his life, how do you think Judas felt? How do you think when he knew that he betrayed the people and the person that he loved and respected the most? It had to crush him. It had to make the rest of his life miserable. Because I'm talking about that because the greatest source of unhappiness comes from within. It's not an external source. It's how do we feel about ourselves? Are we keeping integrity with ourselves? Are we congruent with who we actually are and how we show up? So and I'm going to go to the last point here, be a go-giver rather than a go-getter. Be someone that shows up in a new community looking, how can I help you? How can I help you reach your goals? How together can we create a third thing that's going to be so much better than what we could do individually? And remember, it's not a matter of all the money and the riches you have. It's a matter of who you become on the journey. So congratulations. Again, pat yourself on the back. You've done what few will do. You have given your most valuable resource, your time, to be here today, to learn something new, to set yourself a plan to get to that next goal, to get to your big, hairy, audacious dream. And so high five yourself, pat yourself on the back, and subscribe to my channel, Jason Sipple. Go to my website, jasonsipple.com, and I'll show you how you can either build your wealth through your existing debts and expenses. That debt you have, it might be a blessing depending on where you're at financially. But even not, if you're not there, I'll show you how you can move forward. Then I'm going to show you next how you keep all that money in your family, how you keep it to buy all the things. Because remember, our need for finance is far bigger than any other need in our life. And finally, we're going to show you the final stage in wealth creation. So wherever you want to go, whether you're going to be a millionaire, a multimillionaire, or maybe you just want to make a couple $100,000, or maybe you just want to double what you're making now, we're going to show you how you can create more by putting those little green men to work. It's a process. It's going to take time. Right now, you're a white belt in this concept, but with some permission, with some knowledge, stick around, learn more, watch the next video, subscribe to the channel so you can be alerted for whenever there's new content. There's going to be a lot of new content coming out. So watch, learn, and become who you need to be as a founding father. Have a blessed day.